Good morning, students. I'm going to start the banking chapter as it is the second chapter and first chapter we have almost done. Some questions were left. Okay, so that will be taught to you in the class. But let us start the second chapter, that is banking. Okay, so as you have heard about many bank like SBI Bank, Axis Bank, ICICI Bank around you, and as we all know that these are the banking institutions where the people used to keep or save their money and withdraw the money when it is required. Bank also pays some interest on the money deposit, and also people take loan for their various purposes. Okay, so let us have some quick review or like basics about the banking. Okay, what are the functions of banking as it is given in the book? That is receiving the deposit and making payment against deposit, giving loans, transferring money from one place to another through the money transfer or drafts, issuing the credit card, debit card, as we all know, checks also, providing the lockers for keeping our valuables, and also accepting the payments such as income tax for the billing purpose, electricity bill, telephone bill, and all those things. Okay, now let us come to that how many types of bank accounts are there in the bank. So basically there are four types of bank account, that is the saving account, current account, term deposit account, and recurring deposit account. You would have heard about saving accounts from your parents, that they have the saving bank account. Okay, so here I would like to just highlight one thing, that what is the main difference or the basic difference between saving account and the current account. In the saving account, people used to get some interest on depositing, but on the current account the bank does not pay any of the interest to them. Okay, let us come to the third account, that is term deposit account. In this type of account, people used to deposit their amount for some term, and bank used to give the interest for that. Fourth account is a recurring deposit account. Now in this chapter we are going to deal with this topic only, that is recurring deposit account. Okay, let us start. As given in the book, that is a popular investment option provided by the bank is called the recurring deposit scheme. Like you would have heard about your parents that they have some RD, or maybe they have some fixed deposits like that. So what is the recurring deposit scheme is, a person every month he used to pay some principal, some amount, and after some term or after some years his money get matured. Like every month, say for example I'm depositing 500 rupees every month for consistent 5 years. So there is one scheme that bank will pay me the matured amount after 5 years, including the interest also. Okay, so like that. So we are going to deal with the recurring deposit account. Okay, let us just go through the formula only. Formulas, what are the formulas given, because this is a very short chapter, just 6 questions. Okay, and that is also based on some 2-3 formulas. So first of all, let us see that how much interest will the customer will get after some that is years, that is interest earned formula. This is the formula. Okay, interest earned, the interest earned is, the formula is P into R times n plus 1 over 2400, where P is principal, R is the rate of interest, N is the number of months. Number of months, that how much month you will deposit your amount. Okay, and this 2400, that is in the formula. Okay, proof is not required, you can remember the formula. Okay, so this will be the interest earned. Okay, then what will be the next formula? The next formula is matured or maturity value. The maturity value will be what? That will be the NP plus whatever your interest earned. Okay, so that will be NP plus PRN n plus 1 upon 2400. That will be the maturity value. So why we are adding this NP? This is the total deposit. Where NP is the total deposit, because when your money will be matured, you will get whatever you have deposited plus the interest. So it is like that.